The upcoming panel session will be conducted in English. So for those of you who may need simultaneous interpretation to 普通话, please turn to the appropriate channel for the interpretation. 接下来的环节将会以英语进行，需要同声传译的来宾可以使用你们的耳机。Well, the last plenary session, we talked about Hong Kong and mainland, from local to global. And the next panel, we have a star lineup of speakers from the overseas markets. Well, with the title Complement with mainland and Hong Kong from the previous channel, the next session will be on global perspectives on smart cities, technologies for a better tomorrow. Our panel members will explore the technologies implemented by different cities, which not only makes urban environments more efficient, but also equitable and human-centric. We're very delighted to have a stellar lineup of our speakers. And first, please welcome our moderator. He is the Honorable Duncan Chu, Legislative Council member of the Functional Constituency, Technology and Innovation. Please welcome. Joining him on stage, we have Dr. Amy Hohadel, Vice President, Urban Lab, Expo City, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Please welcome. Next, our representative from Korea, Mr. Julian Lee, Team Leader, Global Partnership Team, Smart City Association, Korea. Welcome again, Mr. Lee. Up next, we have another speaker from Thailand, Dr. Chalampo Chansripinyo, Director of Technology Support Service Division at the National Electronics and Computer Technology Center, NATAC, Thailand. Let's welcome him on stage. Up next, we have Ms. Lily Lai, Chief Information Officer, Airport Authority, Hong Kong, from our very own city. Next, we have Engineer Chris Chong, Acting CEO and Chief Operating Officer of ASTRI. Let's welcome him on stage as well. All right, would all panel members please be seated? And I'll pass the floor over to our moderator, the Honorable Duncan Chu.
Thank you, MC. So first of all, 恭喜發財 and have a happy year of snake. I'm glad that we have all these attendants joining us at this ASTRI Applied Tech Summit. And thanks for staying for our summit panel this afternoon. I think this is our last panel of the day, and we're a very well represented team on stage, sharing on the topic that we're going to drill into the next 45 minutes, which is the global perspectives on smart cities. And when we talk about smart cities, of course, there are many stakeholders, tech companies, users, etc. But of course, the most important stakeholder in the global digital cities or smart city development is, of course, the government. So we're very happy to have government or half government related representatives today join us. We have Dr. Amy Hohadel, which is Vice President of Urban Lab, Expo City, Dubai. We have Mr. Julian Lee, Global Partnership Team, Team Leader, Smart City Association from Korea. And then we have Dr. Chalampo Chansripinyo, Director of Tech Support Service Division at National Electronics and Computer Technology Center from Thailand. And of course, from Hong Kong, we have Ms. Lily Lai, CIO of Airport Authority, and also, of course, Engineer Chris Chong, Acting CEO of ASTRI. So with this very strong lineup, I think we will get a very complete perspective on smart cities and government's role, and of course, what else we can do in the future. That's let's just start with our panelists here on my left, with Dr. Amy Hohadel. I mean, from the Urban Lab, I just learned that it's actually based at the previously the World Expo site, which was built in 2020. So with Expo Cities Road, it works on sustainability, building an example for digital city. So maybe I let Amy to share with us on your experience in the Dubai.
Great. Thank you very much for having me here today. Quite an honor to be here. If you have been to Dubai, you might have heard of Expo City. Expo City, as you said, was the home of Expo 2020, although technicality, there was a minor blip in the year 2020, if anybody knows, and so we had to wait till 2021 to launch, but we still call it Expo 2020. And then we hosted COP28. So if you've heard of Expo, that might be one of the reasons why. Our CEO has a dual role. Our CEO, we think of her as our mayor, Her Excellency Riemao Hashimi. She is also the Minister for International Collaboration for the United Arab Emirates, which means our city is very focused on global partnerships, global collaborations. We come to it with that collaboration mindset. Expo 2020 had a very strong sustainability theme, and as Expo, now a city, we take that legacy very seriously and carry that role forward. When Expo 2020 was developed, it was not developed as a place to host the Expo. The ruler, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Maktoum, he envisioned a city, a future city that could house an expo, not the other way around, not let's have an expo and then see what we do with it. So it was always meant to be a city, and it would always carry forward that legacy. So our role in sustainability has been to become that model city, not just a location. So we're a city within a city. The way that we approach that role, we take it as a moral imperative, as our legacy, and as we all should at this moment in time, take it as a moral imperative to carry forward sustainability within our cities. But we are also very committed to a practical approach. If we are going to be a model city, then we have to show the world that this is possible. And that means two things. That means environmentally sustainable, but as every city knows, it also means fiscally sustainable. And so in order to be that model city, we have to show the world that this is possible. And so we do that by creating an urban lab, by showing that we can test these solutions that can be both environmental and fiscally sustainable. It has to be both. Otherwise, we know what cities are facing around the world. Every single city, I've traveled all over the world, worked with cities everywhere. Every city we work with has a budget constraint they must work within. So as much as we all know that moral imperative, we also know that as running cities, and you will know this, Your Excellency, Your Honor, we have to provide city services. We have to take care of our constituents. And so when we approach sustainability at Expo City Dubai now, as a city, people are living there, people are working there, we approach it from the use case approach. We do not lead with the technology. We certainly see technology and AI. We have a very strong IoT backbone. We see that as the solution, but we never lead with the technology. We lead with the use case. We see that as our role. What is our challenge? How do we move people around a city without getting in their car and driving? That's a challenge. It's a use case. One especially close for Expo, because we are, you might find this surprising, we are a pedestrianized city. So we have large parts of our city that are pedestrian only. For the Middle East, it's almost unheard of for 50-degree summers. So this is what we see as our role in sustainability, to be a model, to run a lab that we can prove that it's done, to provide those business cases to other cities so that they don't have to take the risk. We'll take the risk, we'll prove the case, we'll show the return on investment, we'll collaborate, and then we'll offer people the ability to scale that up. And I think I'd like to talk more as we move forward about the importance of that collaboration component in finding these solutions.
Thank you, Amy. So yeah, it's really interesting to balance the environmental sustainability and fiscal sustainability. That's not easy for any city. But if we buy a standard, world map, we will see that Dubai is actually in the center. So one actually important role of your city or the center or the lab, I understand there's also global knowledge exchange. Is that something we can elaborate on?
Sure, I'd be happy to. When people say, show me the urban lab, I want to come to Expo City, I've heard about this, I'd like to see the urban lab. What building do I go to, or where is the test bed? They'll be surprised because the entire city is the urban lab. There is no building, there is no test bed location somewhere like we're doing mobility over there or housing over there. The entire city is open for testing, from our roads to our green spaces, our buildings, our digital backbone. We've got over 100,000 live data points. So we open up that entire footprint for collaborators, and we have to be able to show that what works in Dubai also works in Oslo. What works in Oslo works in Chennai. we have to be able to prove that these things are not necessarily replicable, but can be modified for any city to be able to implement. And so for us to do that, one of the things what's also we're lucky to have the minister as our mayor, is we have to partner with cities around the world. We have to. We will not have achieved our moral imperative if we do not collaborate. At the same time, I'm thinking about what I heard Professor Lowe say this morning, and when he was talking about his early career and submitting a paper, publishing a paper with a solution, and somebody else published the paper the following week. And as his career grew, he saw that, he would publish something, they were doing this at the same time. And at the end, he came around to, they decided to collaborate. They merged their companies. I think that's where we need to get to with international collaboration and knowledge exchange. This is also hard for Dubai. Dubai is a very competitive location. So it's a mindset shift that we all have to work on, that we have to collaborate. And that collaboration, in this instance, can be better than competition. That's how we're going to drive a technological, sustainable marketplace in cities, only through collaboration. If we try to continue to compete, we will not be able to drive the marketplace. Right now, many cities are beholden to the marketplace. We're the buyer. We don't want to be the buyer anymore. We want to be both the producer and the consumer. So this is the mindset we have to shift. To do that requires global partners.
Thank you. It's interesting to have an entire city as an urban lab. So that it's always good to have a very supportive minister from the government as well.
Leadership's important.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So from Dubai, for us, let's now go to Korea. And Julian, you're in charge of the smart city development in Korea. Why don't you share with us your progress and your thoughts on the smart city in Korea?
Okay, Korea is recognized as a global leader in smart city technologies with major projects such as Sejong Smart City and Busan Eco Delta City, and Pangyo and Seongdo serving as exemplary models. I would like to set two factors. One is key success factors and global expansion of the Korean model. First one is we have strong government-led policy support. The Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport, which called MOLIT, and the Ministry of Science and ICT systematically promote smart city initiatives such as Smart City National Pilot Project and Smart Challenge Program and Digital Twin Demonstration Project. Korea also actively supports the export of smart city solutions through the K-Smart City Global Expansion Strategy. Next strong thing is public-private collaboration and technology convergence. A leading corporation like, as you know, Samsung and Hyundai, and LG, and SK Telecom, etc. Along with startups integrate smart infrastructure, AI, and IoT, and data-driven city management solutions. That next one is I would like to say about the PPP, public-private partnership. That model plays the crucial role in fostering sustainable innovation. But however, for startup and SMEs, the fact that it is difficult to access can be a problem. Also, the important thing is data-based, citizen-centric urban management. The National Smart City Data Hub enables real-time optimization of urban operation, including traffic and energy and environmental management. One more thing, important thing is the expansion of Living Lab is also a very significant factor. Smart Living Labs also citizens to co-develop and test and refine urban technologies. For example, Sejong Smart City Living Lab enables residents to directly shape urban solutions. A truly successful small city must be built around its citizens, ensuring active engagement and meaningful benefits. I would like to say next one is global expansion of Korean model. To successfully replicate Korea's small city model, other countries should adopt the following strategies. The first one is customized technology applications, which is customized Korea small city models based on local conditions. PPP implementation is also important things. It's foster collaboration between governments and private entities. Database management also utilize data hubs and AI for real-time urban optimization. Currently, Korea's small city expertise is being applied in projects such as Saudi Arabia Neom City, the UAE in Vietnam, and Indonesia's new capital city projects. Yes.
Thank you, Julian. So it seems like apart from the government initiative, PPP is also a very important role in Korea. And I understand you're a team leader at the Korea Smart City Association. So the work at the Korea Smart City Association, is it more like a bridge between the government and also the private sector?
About the role of our small city association.
Yeah, for the Smart City Association.
The Smart City Association is, we are under the MOLIT. We actually own Smart Act. So we plays a crucial role in advancing small city technologies through international cooperation. We do we today MOU with ASTRI. So we're signing MOU and implementing joint projects with foreign governments and institutes. And we established bilateral agreements with the various countries to share and expand Korea's small city technologies. Also supporting global expansion of Korean startup and enterprise, assisting startups and enterprise in entering overseas small city markets by providing networking opportunities and strategic supports. And also, we're developing and promoting public-private partnership models. We support the adoption of Korea's successful PPP small city models in international urban development projects. Building a successful small city requires active citizen participation and strong international collaboration. As a key facilitator in global small city cooperation, the Small City Association continues to support the international expansion of Korean companies and technologies, ensuring their integration into global small city ecosystem.
Okay, thank you, Julian, for sharing the Korean perspectives. And now let's go to our friend from Thailand, Dr. Chansri Pinyo. And, Dr. Chansri Pinyo is also in charge of the Smart City program in Thailand. Maybe you can share with us the vision of Thailand's Smart City.
Okay, so before I talk about the Smart City vision, let me tell you about the history about the Smart City development and implementation in Thailand. We start Smart City implementation about 8 years ago in Phuket. How many people know Phuket? You know Phuket? It's a small, a tourism city, At that time, we know that it's a tourism city and there's a lot of tourists and a lot of problems happen there. And so we choose to try with Phuket first because the area is not too big. if we try it with Bangkok, it will be very challenging. So at that time, we have to learn from other countries. And we start by bringing the technologies that we have, especially what we have developed inside or in-house, and bring it to the field test. For example, IoT or CCTV, AI. At that time, we don't actually talk much about AI, but we just use the CCTV camera for taking the license plate for the car that come in and